Hey guys, thanks for joining us for this next level PC unboxing. My name is Tony, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Intermax Liqtech 240 TR4 all-in-one water cooler. This is actually the first all-in-one water cooler that provides full coverage for the heat spreader for the new Ryzen Threadripper chip. We're going to go ahead and do just a real quick unboxing, talk a little bit about its key features, and also give you some performance data at the very end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Alright, let's take a little closer look. The box is kind of plain, no frills there. It's not too heavy either, so that's kind of nice. Let's go ahead and put it up here. So the bottom of the box, again, we're advertising that it's TR4 socket ready. Again, as of the filming of this video, this is the only all-in-one water cooler at the moment that supports full coverage of the entire block. So typically right now what's being sold are adapter plates that you can use your current existing lineup. So anything from your NZXT to your Corsair, you know, just attach that bracket to it, throw it on. You're gonna get partial coverage, but you're not gonna get full coverage like you would with the Intermax Liqtech series. So let's go ahead and, looks like we got a little bit more tape we gotta get off here. So we open it up and we're presented with a user's manual. So just a couple pages here with some information. Looks like in a couple different languages, so you can refer to that if you need to. Looks like we got some pretty thick foam. Looks like it's molded as well, so it kind of makes me feel a little bit better about having it shipped to my house. So taking a look inside, everything's very neatly packaged. Of course, you've got your radiator here. It does come with 2 fans. Those are 120mm fans, of course. You do have your full TR4 block right here. And it looks like you also have some hardware, some adapters. Looks like they even give you some Intermax branded thermal paste, which is nice. And it looks like you even have a fan splitter, a 2-to-1 fan splitter, so that's gonna be nice, especially if the motherboard you choose to go with does not have, you know, an excess of fan headers. So let's go ahead and take this out of the box and look a little more closely at it. So right away, the pump is, you know, it has a good heft to it. The pump is made 100% out of copper, so it should absorb heat quite well. Looks like the plastic comes in 2 pieces. Our first piece is going to be covering up the sleeving. Now, this is a premium sleeved cable, so, you know, these are going to be the kind of cables you'd see on the Corsair, H100, H110, those kind of coolers. So it is nice to continue to see that in this product lineup. Again, we've got the block, full copper coverage for the TR4 socket. We do have an Intermax logo. Now, this is a white LED logo. One of the things I would have liked to have seen was an RGB option included. So the next piece of plastic we'll go ahead and take off here is going to be for our radiator. Now, this is advertised as a 240mm radiator. It is worth noting, though, that it does have a little extra here on the end, so this is going to be approximately 270 to 275mm. I would go ahead and just make sure your case is capable of holding up to a 300mm radiator to be safe. And here, again, nothing too crazy. We've got 2 120mm fans. What's nice here is that the cables are braided and in all black, so that'll definitely fit in well with a multitude of different color schemes. They do have the anti-vibration rubber pads installed already out of the bag, which is nice. So that'll cut down on some of the noise. And again, in here, just miscellaneous hardware, screws, fan screws, the Intermax thermal paste, things that if you don't have thermal paste lying around, you could use in a pinch. We would prefer a more reputable brand of thermal paste, such as maybe like Icy Diamond. We'll go ahead and take a look a little bit more closely at the temps, though, with the stock thermal paste and just see where we end up. So some things that I'm noticing about the Intermax products that they've provided that I'm not a big fan of. Again, we mentioned the lack of RGB option for the LED on the pump. I am also noticing that the fans do not have their orientation clearly marked. In fact, there's no markings at all. So if you're not really sure how to install fans, properly without that kind of information, what I would go ahead and do is just do a quick Google search. You'll see the way that the fans are positioned. It'll be real easy to tell how you'll need to install them, depending on if you want a push or a pull configuration through the radiator itself. The other thing that is disappointing is that as of today, to my knowledge, there is no bundled software available. We don't have anything that comes with the package itself. Upon reviewing the manufacturer website, we do have information about the pump. It can pump an impressive 450 liters per hour. However, we have no way to fine-tune for a balanced or maybe even a performance option. Same can be said with the fans. They are PWM controlled, so if your motherboard does come equipped with a PWM option, you will be able to control them through fan curves. But with the bundled software, typically it is just a little bit easier to set that up. If you're not as experienced of a builder and you don't really know how to tweak with those settings, the lack of bundled software to control that can be kind of daunting. So it is just worth mentioning. Okay, now this screen is going to go ahead and reflect our sample data we received from running a render in Cinema 4D using the physical render. As you can see, we did go ahead and max out the processor for most of the test, and all processors being listed at 100% utilization, with all cores actually running at the stock speeds of 3.6 gigahertz, which is interesting. You didn't really see too much turboing going on, but it was rendering quite well. As you can see there as well, we never broke over 56C, so the thermals on this are incredible. Now this is a 1920X running at stock speeds, so one thing that I have noticed with some of the other tests that I've run, as well as some other experiences that other reviewers have seen, is that anytime that you start overclocking and pinning all of those cores at the same frequency, if you're winning the silicon lottery and pinning all of your processing cores at 4 gigahertz, these temps are going to be more towards the 60-70 degrees C mark. But for our tests, again, we're running the 1920X at stock speeds, and we're pulling down max 56C, hovering right around 54C. Alright guys, we hope you enjoyed the video. We had a blast making it. Again, we took a look at the Intermax Liqtech 240 TR4, the first all-in-one water cooler with full IHS coverage for the Ryzen Threadripper chipset. If you are in the market for a custom-built gaming PC, we'd love to talk to you. If you want to check us out at our website, nextlevelpc.com, you can go through some of our previous builds and request a quote for your very own custom-built PC. We also are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so we'd love if you swing by, take a look at some of our pictures, maybe give us a subscribe and a like there as well. My name again is Tony. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.